through Avila in round 6, forcing the stoppage.
That is
in the amateurs, he said he beat you in that.
He didn't beat me. No, he didn't beat me.
Okay.
It's gonna show March the 1st.
One more. Good. Under here. Roll under the bed.
That lawnmower. That's that.
Gervonta "Tank" Davis is fully immersed in his training camp as he prepares for his upcoming fight against Lamont Roach. Focused and determined, Davis is sharpening every aspect of his game, including his speed, power, and defense. Under the guidance of his team, he is taking part in a combination of intense sparring, strength training, and strategic drills aimed at taking advantage of Roach's weaknesses. His training also includes a strict diet and tough conditioning, pushing him to the limits to stay in peak shape. Known for his knockout power, Davis continues to work on his explosiveness, refining his lightning-fast combinations and rapid footwork. His hand speed is razor-sharp, and he's delivering crisp jabs and powerful hooks with incredible precision. Davis's trainers are making sure he's at his best by guiding him through intense pad work, agility drills, and defensive movements to sharpen his reflexes. His speed isn't just for offense. His quick head movement and ability to counter punches make him a real challenge for anyone in the ring. To keep up his incredible pace, Davis is also focusing on endurance with sprint sessions and other training exercises designed to make sure he's faster and more powerful than ever. As the fight night approaches, Davis is ready to show the world that he is still one of the best in boxing, ready to dominate and prove his place among the sport's elite.
And has scored a knockout in over 95%.
Gervonta "Tank" Davis is putting in the work as he prepares for his upcoming fight against Lamont Roach on March 1st at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. Known for his incredible speed and knockout power, Davis's training camp is all about boosting these strengths while also crafting a game plan that focuses on Roach's fighting style. Davis's training includes rigorous strength and conditioning sessions designed to improve his power and stamina. These workouts feature weightlifting, resistance training, and plyometric exercises to build explosive strength. Along with this, he works on refining his boxing skills through focused drills that improve his hand speed, footwork, and defense. Recent training footage has impressed fans, with Davis's lightning-fast hand speed and pinpoint accuracy. In addition to individual drills, sparring sessions are crucial. He trains with partners who mimic Roach's style, giving him the opportunity to practice specific strategies and prepare for any challenges that may come up during the fight.
One more. Good. Under here. Roll under the bed.
That lawnmower. That's that. Start that motherfucker
I made the decision to train in DC because, I haven't been in the coldness in a minute. I haven't even trained in the coldness in a minute, so.
He can sting you as quick as a tank can shoot its armaments.
Understanding Lamont Roach's strengths and weaknesses is a key part of Gervonta "Tank" Davis's strategy. His team spends time analyzing Roach's past fights to identify patterns and find areas to exploit during the match. This research helps Davis prepare for whatever may come his way. Equally important is Davis's mental preparation. He uses visualization techniques and mindfulness exercises to stay focused and calm, even under pressure. Staying at his best physically is also a priority, which is why Davis follows a strict nutrition plan to keep his weight and energy levels on track. Davis's diet is made up of lean proteins, complex carbs, healthy fats, and plenty of fruits and vegetables. He also pays close attention to hydration and meal timing to make sure he's fueled up for his intense training sessions and recovery.
I'm from Baltimore. He's not from DC. That's what I learned. I thought he was from DC too. DC my second home. I've been coming up here since I was 9 years old, even younger. So I'm not really trying to get in his personal business. Probably just showing him that, I could do anything, especially in your backyard.
You gonna feel all this shit we gotta do? Look, hey Tank, we gonna go 35 for 12.
Many years ago, legendary champion Marvin Hagler remarked that it's hard to get up and do road work at 5 a.m.
Oh, the Tank drops him! And some show.
Gervonta "Tank" Davis has made it clear that he's confident going into his March 1st fight against Lamont Roach. In a recent press conference, Davis said, "I haven't been watching his fights too much, but I've been in the gym with him and I know how he moves." This statement highlights Davis's belief in his own skills and preparation, knowing that his experience will give him an edge in the ring. His confidence is further supported by his undefeated record of 30 wins and 0 losses, with 28 of those victories coming by knockout. Davis's recent training sessions have shown off his impressive physique and lightning-fast hand speed, leaving fans and analysts impressed. This combination of physical readiness and a sharp strategic approach suggests that Davis is more than prepared for the fight ahead. The excitement around this matchup is growing, with many expecting Davis to put on a show and solidify his position as one of boxing's top fighters. As the fight date draws nearer, Davis remains focused and determined, ready to make a strong statement in the ring.
You should, champ. Peeking over at the ringside doctor, who's
Gervonta "Tank" Davis has tailored his training schedule to match his natural nighttime tendencies, fully embracing his identity as a night person. His day typically begins around 11 a.m., allowing him enough rest to recover from the previous night's workouts. When he wakes up, his first priority is hydration. He drinks a liter of water to help refresh his body. After that, he enjoys a balanced breakfast, usually consisting of 6 egg whites, oatmeal, bananas, and honey, giving him the energy needed for the day ahead. Following his meal, Davis focuses on light stretching and yoga exercises to improve his flexibility and mental clarity. He also takes some time to relax, understanding that mental focus and physical recovery are just as important as the workouts themselves in his demanding career. As the evening approaches, Davis shifts into his main training sessions. These workouts are comprehensive and cover every aspect of boxing and physical conditioning. He starts with a warm-up that includes jumping jacks, skipping rope, and running in place to get his blood flowing and prepare his muscles for more intense exercises. Strength training is a key part of his routine, focusing on building core and limb muscles to increase his punching power and overall strength. He incorporates weightlifting, resistance training, and plyometrics to develop explosive strength. Cardio also plays a big role, with high-intensity interval training and distance running added to improve his stamina and ensure he can perform at his best throughout the fight. Davis doesn't overlook the technical side of boxing either. He works on hand speed, footwork, and defensive moves through specific drills. Sparring sessions with partners who mimic his upcoming opponent's style are crucial for him to practice his strategies and adjust to different fighting techniques. Throughout his training, Davis is closely guided by some of the best coaches in boxing, including Floyd Mayweather Sr., Jeff Mayweather, and the late Roger Mayweather. Their expertise helps him perfect his techniques. This carefully structured yet adaptable routine not only works in harmony with Davis's natural rhythm, but also ensures his physical and mental readiness, setting him up for success in the ring.
For a very, very big moment. What is your normal day-to-day like at this time of a camp?
I'm also a night person, but I might go to sleep probably around like 3 to 4. Probably wake up probably like 11, get my run in, and then eat, probably lay back down, and then wake up probably like 6 or 7 and get my night workout in.
Damn, so you're doing 2-a-days at this point, running in.
1-for-1, the power edge is to Davis. I think he has him caught under the eye.
Gervonta "Tank" Davis has adjusted his training routine to fit his preference for indoor workouts, especially when it comes to running. Understanding the distractions and challenges of running outdoors, Davis chooses to do his cardio sessions in the controlled environments of his gym and home. This setup allows him to stay focused and consistent without any outside interruptions. In his indoor routine, Davis mixes up his cardiovascular exercises to build stamina and improve agility. Skipping rope is a key part of his training, helping him with footwork, coordination, and overall endurance. He also does running in place and treadmill workouts, both of which simulate the intensity of a fight without having to leave the comfort of his indoor space. This approach not only keeps him safe, but also allows for accurate tracking of his performance. By focusing on indoor training, Davis avoids potential distractions and maintains a disciplined routine. This strategic choice shows his dedication to fine-tuning every aspect of his preparation, ensuring that he stays in peak physical condition for his fights.
Like day one in the camp, I start running probably like, it's different times. I might don't feel like running in the morning, I might run at night. It all depends what fit you. Like, I run in the morning, if I don't, I'll run at night. Train probably like 2 or 3. If I want to do something again, I train at night. Or I run, and that'll be it. But when I'm in camp, I really don't go outside. Like, it's hard for me to go outside, so I just be in a gym and home. That's it. Like, I don't go nowhere.
To it, and bombs away for Davis. all that confidence we saw.
Lamont Roach is heading into his fight against Gervonta "Tank" Davis with complete confidence, making it clear that he expects to be taken seriously. Moving up in weight, Roach understands the challenge ahead, but is determined to prove his strength and skills. He has been training hard, focusing on building power and developing strategies to counter Davis's aggressive fighting style. Roach believes that his boxing technique and precision will be key to surprising the world. While many consider him the underdog, Roach views this fight as a chance to show everyone his true potential. He is committed to making a statement and proving that he belongs among the sport's elite fighters.
Shit, he better. He better take me serious, but I don't think so. I think they training. I think they're training as hard as they can. You know, I think they trying to put a little mastermind squad together to coach for this fight, and you know, it's gonna be a good fight. I'm gonna tell you like this: we're preparing for the best Gervonta Davis that's going to be, you know, that everyone's ever seen. That's what we're preparing for. We're not preparing for a guy who might not be focused. We're not preparing for a guy who might be lazy or anything like that. We're preparing for the best version of him.
Floyd Schofield Jr., a rising contender in the lightweight division, has shared his thoughts on Lamont Roach's upcoming fight against Gervonta "Tank" Davis. Schofield Jr. believes that Roach is too small for the challenge, stating, "I should have gotten the fight before Lamont Roach, but that's just my opinion." This comment emphasizes Schofield Jr.'s view that Roach, moving up from super featherweight to lightweight, may struggle against the larger and more powerful Davis. Schofield Jr.'s statement highlights the size and strength advantage that Davis holds, suggesting that Roach's transition to a higher weight class could prove to be a tough challenge.
Young father too, and you know, me being a father, you know, no matter what me and Keyshawn had in the past, like, I just love the way he is with his son. I gotta respect a man like that. So congratulations to Keyshawn, and hopefully after this weekend, maybe we can make something happen.
That'd be great, man. The 135 has so many people. Just on an ending note, I just want to get, you know, your perspective on Tank's fight against Lamont Roach. People are counting out Lamont as well, but how do you see it?
Tank by knockout. Hopefully Lamont can prove me wrong, though. I like Lamont, but I'm just going off of my opinion.
Why?
He's Tank, man. Yeah. I feel like Lamont's too small. I mean, they're both smaller fighters, but I feel like Lamont's just way too small for Tank. But like I said, hopefully Lamont could prove me wrong. He's a great fighter too, but I just got Tank as a favorite.
How do you see that happening in the fight? Do you think it comes early? Do you think it comes late?
You never know with Tank. Yeah. You never know. It's all on when he wants to do it. But me personally, I feel like it's going to come late. Probably like 9.
Now, transitioning back to your fight, I asked that question for a reason, because do you feel that you can get a knockout in this fight against Shakur given his style? And if so, when in the fight do you feel we see it?
I feel like it'd be late, but I feel like anybody can knock anyone out. The right punch, I mean, anybody. I mean, you could probably knock me out if you hit me correctly. Nah, that's a lie. But but nah, anybody.
Oh, man, that's 2 disses today. First, I'm an old guy, now I got pillow hands.
No, but truthfully, like, anyone could get knocked out. Anybody. So never know. I hope Shakur's ready.
All right. Floyd, man, good chatting with you. Good seeing you. Appreciate the time. Floyd Schofield taking on Shakur Stevenson this weekend here in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia on the DAZN pay-per-view, headlined by Dimitri Bivol and Artur Beterbiev, the rematch.
The subtlety is gone in this fight. It's about Davis.
Teofimo Lopez, the WBO super lightweight champion and a rising star in boxing, has weighed in on the upcoming fight. While he respects Lamont Roach's talent, Lopez believes that Gervonta "Tank" Davis is simply too strong and experienced at this weight class. Tank's going to win, Lopez predicted. It'll be a good fight, but Lamont moving up in weight is a big step. Having faced elite competition himself, Lopez understands how tough it is to move up in weight and challenge someone who's already established dominance in the division. He pointed out that Roach will need to be perfect in his approach if he wants to pull off an upset. Roach has skills, Lopez said, but power is real in boxing. When you step up in weight, those punches feel a lot harder. He emphasized that Tank is one of the hardest hitters in the sport, so Roach will have to be extremely smart in the ring.
Damn, history, you gotta love it. What do you think about Tank versus, obviously...
Oh, Roach?
Yeah, Roach.
Well, they've known each other for so long now, you know, they grew up nearby in DC, and I think overall, you know, you know, I think it's gonna be a good fight for as long as Tank wants it to be. Yeah.
You mean that he get him out of there?
I think he will. But I think Roach, you know, they know each other very well. They know what type of styles they like to put on. I mean, they used to fight a lot in the amateurs, probably sparred too. So, you know, I think that it'll just go to show. But remember, everybody got to realize, Lamont Roach is going up to 135. He's going up a weight class. Right. You know, and I think that's what makes me think that Tank should wipe him out.
As well you should. Well you should, champ.
Respected boxing trainer and analyst Teddy Atlas has been one of the biggest advocates for Gervonta "Tank" Davis's skill set. While many people focus on Tank's knockout power, Atlas believes that his intelligence and strategy are what truly make him dangerous in the ring. Tank is the most complete fighter in boxing today, Atlas said. People see the knockouts, but what they don't see is the setup. Tank isn't just throwing wild punches. He's looking for the right key, the right angle. Once he finds it, he knocks his opponent out. Atlas highlights Davis's ability to adapt during a fight. Unlike some power punchers who rely only on brute force, Tank takes his time to break down his opponents. He watches their movements closely, looks for weaknesses, and then capitalizes with deadly precision. He's patient, Atlas explained. He doesn't waste punches. He makes you make mistakes, and then he makes you pay for them.
He reminds me of the old-time janitors, the superintendents in the big buildings, those big buildings, and they had a big brass key ring about this big with 1,000 keys on it. But every key, they knew that key was for a certain door to get into the building. When he's moving around, I'm saying he's the super with that big key ring, and he's looking for the right key to get in the door.
You're great with the analogies. I love that. I love the analogies.
And he finds the right key.
He does.
He doesn't walk into a room and like bang, you know, oh my God, I shouldn't open that door. And a lot of guys do. Romero walked into that room. Garcia walked into that room, you know. He don't, and that's part of what separates him and makes him a guy that's one of the most complete fighters right now of all time.
Despite the constant talk about his future opponents, Gervonta "Tank" Davis is staying focused on the task at hand. "I'm fully focused on Lamont Roach right now," Davis said. "I'm not thinking about who's next, and retirement isn't on my mind yet. I still have more to accomplish." Davis understands that boxing is full of surprises, and that overlooking an opponent is one of the biggest mistakes a fighter can make. While Roach might not be as well known as some other fighters in the division, Davis is treating him with the utmost seriousness. "Every fight is important," Davis added. "I take every opponent seriously because one mistake can cost you everything."
Gervonta here with Tank Davis. It's the Tank versus Roach press conference going down March 1st, PBC pay-per-view on Prime. Tank, we know you said up there you're going to retire in 2025. Why did you decide to retire after next year?
Just fed up, just tired of all the bull crap.
You said that you have your opponents mapped out. So who are the opponents for the final stages of your career?
Not to cut you off, I don't really have them really like mapped out, but it's just like, you know.
Anyone in mind that you're thinking about after Roach?
Nah, not yet. I'm just trying to focus on him right now. And then once we get him out the way, then we can, you know.
But he got to get his hands up.
Oh, and couple big lefts and a right and a left.
Lamont Roach is eagerly stepping into the biggest fight of his career. He's been calling for this opportunity for a long time, and now that it's finally here, he's determined to make the most of it. "I've been waiting for this chance," Roach said. "I want to prove that I belong at this level, and the only way to do that is by fighting the best." Roach's training camp has been all about improving his skills and developing a strategy to counter Gervonta "Tank" Davis's power. While many people doubt his chances, Roach believes his speed, movement, and boxing intelligence will give him an edge. "I know what Tank brings to the table," Roach explained, "but I also know what I bring to the table. People are counting me out, but I love that. I love proving people wrong." Roach views this fight as his moment to make a statement and show the world he's one of the top fighters in the sport. "I've been grinding for this moment," he said. "Now it's time to show what I can do." Meanwhile, there's growing talk about Tank Davis's potential to surpass even Floyd Mayweather in terms of boxing skill. According to Showbiz The Adult, Tank's knockout power, agility, and overall skill set have drawn comparisons to the legendary Mayweather.
My thing was, it wasn't that he's a big guy who could go to 140. It was that he's so talented and punched so hard that those skill sets can carry up with them in weight. That's what the great ones do. They have that ability. That's why I mentioned Floyd Mayweather wasn't 154, but his skill set was so good. The difference between Tank and Floyd is that Tank got the type of power. When you got power that carry up like Pacquiao, you can move up many weight divisions, not just, the two that he primarily fought in. We saw him dribbling Mario Barrios off the canvas, so we saw him do it at 140.
That wraps up today's video. Be sure to stay tuned for more, and we'll catch you next time.